And you make it enjoyable to watch at
And
home.
who are you guys?
Brady's parents.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really kind of you. Thank you. Check. All right, Mark, can you let me know how everything's looking, sounding? Just got back to my phone here. All right, everybody. No cameraman today, so it's all me. So hopefully I can keep up with everything, and that we have no issues. We had a little bit of a camera glitch here at the beginning, so I got that fixed. Then found out I had no cameraman, so then I had to rearrange everything here and then try to fix the tripod because it wasn't working properly. So I think we got it all fixed now, and hopefully I can keep up with the play and make everything happen. I did send out to Andrea and Coach Holmstrom here the links, and I did put them on YouTube. So they're Colorado Springs versus whoever, U18, and then the date of the game. The only one that didn't go was the game against Northwest stars because it's got a restriction for advertising. Unfortunately, it says that, so I haven't had a time to kind of argue the point with them here this morning. Had to go to work for a little bit, and then but you can get it with the link, so we'll see what happens with that, and then we'll get this one downloaded later today. I got to go into work after the game's done. So we're going to start the game here by the looks of it. Shattuck St. Mary's versus the Colorado Springs Tigers. As Mark Blattner sent me a text, there's only 12 players here for Shattuck. And Tigers are missing Coach Holmstrom and Joe Feemster for penalties, 12 penalties for a team, and then Joe with 4 yesterday. So Shattuck St. Mary's gains control off the face-off. Send it over the point to number 2. He sends up near number 13, near side. His shot. Stern gets his blocker on that. Tigers break it up and out. Off the stick of Rassel. Whoops, sorry, I hit the zoom. Or I hit a button. There we go. So first time operating this camera. Tigers pushing, but the Shattuck St. Mary goaltender has it. Try to catch up here. King, Noble, Terrio out there for the Tigers. Puck comes to hash mark, sent back by Terrio to Blattner. Blattner around the boards. Comes all the way to the other side where Moore gets it. He sends it in. Shattuck with it on the far side, picked off by King, the clearing attempt. And King gets hauled down, and we'll have a penalty coming up to Shattuck St. Mary's, and Tigers are going to go on a power play. Sorry, I'm going to walk in front of the camera here to get my water. Or to take the draw. Shattuck wins it, but the puck goes up into the protective netting. We'll have another face-off. Tigers throw the puck towards the net, goes off the side, comes around to Blattner. At the point, Blattner walks the blue line, sends it down to Noble. Noble gives it to Rassel. Rassel comes up around the top of the face-off circle. His pass doesn't find another Tiger. St. Mary's sends it all the way down. Blattner sends it up to Rassel. Rassel gets taken in the boards. Puck sent around. King after it with number 5. Sorry, Shattuck St. Mary people. I've got to try to operate the camera so I'm not being able to look at the names. Shot comes in from the point, hits a leg, goes to the corner. Or after it, or picks it up, sends it back to Noble on the near side. His pass to Blattner is knocked away. Blattner picks it up to center ice and throws it into the zone. Tigers to get a change. Shattuck up the ice. Takes a shot off a stick, goes wide and high. Picked up by the Tigers, reversed back to the corner to Blattner. Blattner right across the front of his own net. Testy little play. Colomb comes into the zone, but man offsides. And so we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. Starting goaltenders. Bryson Stern for the Tigers and Zach Ortolano for the Shattuck St. Mary's. Colomb sends it down to Terrio. Terrio makes a move on number 7. Fitzgerald couldn't get around him cleanly. Colomb back for it. Gets a little pressure, but able to spin away. Tigers come in. Terrio gets around Fitzgerald, but Ortolano right there for the save. Sorry for the herky-jerky here. I'm trying to get a cable to cooperate because it's pulling it back. Shattuck wins the draw. They just wrap it around the boards. Picked up by Flutie at his own blue line. Penalty expires for Shattuck. Tigers send it down the ice, and it's going to go for an icing call. Sorry, this camera keeps coming loose down low and affecting the spin of the camera on this tripod. Shattuck sends it up to center. After it was Baldwin and Marples, picked up by Flutie. Flutie spins away from Shattuck player, gets it to Philic. He just sends it up ice, but sends it right to Shattuck player, number 21. He gets it to number 6. 14 with a shot. That's blocked by Marples. 14 sends it in behind the net where Flutie picks it up. He sends it up to Philic. Philic finds Porter, and Porter taken down by number 2. Picked up in the corner by Porter. He centers it, but goes right to number 12, Shattuck St. Mary player. His shot goes wide. Sent back out to the point. Fitzgerald's shot, that goes wide, or off a leg and goes to the corner. Sent back to number 4. His shot comes in. Stern steers that aside with the leg pad. Picked up by 12 at the hash mark. 12 right there all over the Tiger player. Comes to number 4. He takes a shot. Stern with the blocker save. Shattuck sends it back down to the corner. Comes back to Fitzgerald. Another shot blocked by Blattner. Blattner starts up ice. Tries to get it to Chavez, but bounces over his stick, and Fitzgerald goes all the way down the ice. Fitzgerald sends it to the corner. Shattuck sends it all the way up, redirected by number 12. Goes all the way to the far corner, picked up by Moore. Moore sends it to Burdette. Burdette puts it up off the boards to himself. Nice chip job by Burdette. Burdette gets it one more time, trying to put it to the front, but can't. Taken away by number 13. Sent back into the Shattuck zone, no icing by Colomb. Shattuck just rips it around the boards. Picked up by Rassel. He gives it to McGalvery. McGalvery takes the wide lane, takes a shot, stopped on a sharp angle. Shot comes in from Cologne, and Burdette takes a big whack and nails the goaltender and the pads. If I was the referee, since I was a goalie, that should be a call. But it's not. They don't call it, though it is in the rule book. And they did call it. So Burdette's going to go for 2. Sorry, Tiger parents, just the way I see it. I call it the way I see it. Tigers win the draw. Colomb just throws it right up the boards, goes right to the defenseman, number 4. Takes the shot. That gets tipped right in front and goes wide. Shattuck brings it out from behind. They send it to number 2. Back to number 4. Sends it far side. Shot comes in. That goes high off the glass from Ronan, number 4. Sends it back to number 2. Far side, they find two. And that hits McGalvery right in front. He feels that. Stinger over to 9, back down the corner. Shot comes in, and Stern with the big save as number 12. And I'm going to, that's number 2 is Thue, Thue. Embley, Ryan Embley from Anchorage, Alaska, with the one-timer right in the slot. Stern with a nice save and able to hold on. 118 remains in the penalty to Burdette. Shattuck on the power play. Porter wins the draw, gets it back to Blattner. Blattner sends it up to Chavez. Chavez chips it around number 9. Hawkins. Puck sent all the way down, and it's going to be an icing call against Shattuck. And we'll have a face-off back in the Shattuck end. One minute remains on the power play for Shattuck. Porter tries to tie the puck up right off the draw. Shattuck able to bring it in behind their own net. Thue with it, sends it up to Hawkins. Hawkins down the left side, stops. He gives that to I'm going to try to pronounce that name at some point here. Shot comes in, but that's blocked in front. Blattner out on Hawkins. Shot comes in, and again blocked by Chavez. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins to Thue. Thue. Probably not pronouncing that right. It's probably just two. Two wearing 2. His shot comes in. Nice wrister, but Stern with a nice glove. I'm going to try to fix this stand here again. Keeps coming loose. I think I got it. Tigers win the draw, bring it out from behind their own net, but taken out of the play was Marples. Shattuck tries to get it out to the point, but comes out of the zone. Sent back into the Tiger end, picked up by Michael Flutie, whose chin is all bandaged up here this morning after the hit from last night. King down the left side, shot and a goal as King goes top shelf and puts it in past Ortolano with an excellent shot on the off wing. King able to find the top corner. So Tigers tie it up here right after the penalty expired. 9:14 left in the first period. Tigers equal the score. Shattuck with the draw. Get it back to number 5. Strandberg, he sends it into the zone. Orr sends it to Hassel on the left side. Tries to get it to Orr and intercepted by the Shattuck defenseman. Send it down the right side. Shot goes wide. Strandberg just sends it in deep. Number 3 with it. Lalonde sends it back to the point, and Burdette with a nice sliding block on this shot by Strandberg. Hawkins, with a nice move, and he scores as he goes top shelf on Stern, blocker's side, and goes back 2-1. So Shattuck comes right back with a great move by Hawkins. Toe drags. Gets around the Tiger defenseman. Tigers win the draw. Noble sends it up. Or Theriault sends it up to Noble. Noble centers it, but doesn't get it to anybody. Comes all the way to the point. Sent back in. Robinson behind the net. Shattuck breaks out of their own zone. Comes through the neutral zone, number 14. Sawicki. Tigers trying to break it back, but broken up by Shattuck. 13 gets a lucky bounce, comes right back to him. His shot goes wide. Picked up by Robinson down behind the goal line. Sent up. He gets it back from Theriault. Robinson. Oh, tried to make a move. Had the two defensemen going one way. Tried to go back and just got taken down. And Shattuck's going to go for two. 14 comes in on Marples. Gets a little help from Porter from behind. Knocked the puck away. And, we've got a slashing call. And I don't think it's Shattuck. I think it's going to go, well, it is. Tigers had the puck. Oh, it is. And Robinson's going for two. I'm screwed up here because the Tigers are the guest and today not home. So Shattuck's going to go back on the power play with a 2-minute slash here. 7:23 remaining in the first period. Shattuck leading 2-1. Puck comes back to the point. Number 12. Embley sends it far side to 2. He gives it to Ronan. Ronan back to Hawkins. Hawkins to 2. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Sent down by the Tigers, retrieved by Shattuck. Ronan coming out from behind his own net. Sends it far side to 2. 2. Not the number 2, but Thue, 2. Shattuck sends it in. Colomb gets to it. Baldwin tries to chip it up, but 2 keeps it in. Hawkins sends it down low. Hawkins retrieves it back to 2. He sends it over to number 7, Fitzgerald. And puck goes out of play. We'll have another face-off here inside the Tiger end. And I'm going to pronounce number 13, Ethan Skowronek. Or Skowronek. Tigers win the draws. Philipp gets that. He's been really strong on the draws here the last 2 days. 2 picks up the puck, or Embley picks up the puck. His shot goes wide. Embley and Hawkins playing with it. Or sorry, number 21, Dell, out there for the power play for Shattuck. Puck comes up out of the zone. 2 has to retreat. Gets it, sends it to Hawkins. Hawkins turns it over. Gets it to Philipp. Philipp to Rassel. Rassel trying to make a move and just couldn't get to it. Puck came off his stick as he cut back to the middle. 2 sends it to Embley. Embley finds Parker. Not cleanly. Shot comes in. Puck comes off the boards, and Embley put it, or Skowronek put it right behind Stern, right through the crease past both posts. Tigers get the puck. They're going to come out. They get it into the zone. King gives it to Burdette. His shot kicked away by Ortolano. Another shot comes in and ends up going out of play. So we'll have a face-off as that hit a body. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Ortolano. King has the puck underneath him. Terrio tries to dig it out, but Ronan gets it to it first. Puck sent up to center ice where Marples picks it off. Sent ahead by number 5, Strandberg. Sorry, trying to read names and operate the camera is different here from what I'm normally used to. With just my phone on a tripod. Flutie knocks that down and high in the air with a high stick and actually deflected it towards his own net, just went past the post. So that could have been dangerous if it had gone on net. Shattuck with the draw. They get it back to the point, wrapped around the boards. Tigers pick it up, trying to get it out, finally do. Porter with it. Porter gets it down low. Shattuck sends it right back out. Shattuck sends it right back into their own zone. Breaking out with it is Ronan. Ronan puts it up into the ceiling, and we'll have a face-off at center ice. So you're going to have to bear with me. I'm not a big fan of this tripod. It actually tips a little too much when spinning it, and dealing with a cable makes it even that much more difficult on it. So I understand Jan's issues, and then the bottom kept coming loose here, so might be 3 times the price of my tripod, but works worse. My $39 one. I might try to change something at the half to make it a little bit easier here for me. Shattuck sends it into the zone of the Tigers. Back for it is Colomb. He sends it up the boards, taken away by number 6, Parker. Baldwin with it, gets to the center ice and dumps that in. Stopped behind the net by Ortolano. Picked up by Strandberg, sends it up the boards. Comes out to center. 13. Skoronek with the shot. That goes off the Tiger player, out of play. Then the camera likes to drift. Tigers get it out of the zone. Sent up to center here to Hawkins, who dumps it in. Stern can't catch up to it. 21 tries to get a shot, goes right to Hawkins. Ronan with a shot, blocked in front by Blattner. Blattner picks up the loose puck, sends it out. Ronan picks the puck up just outside the blue line. Burdette with it, trying to get across the blue line, but knocked away off his stick. Rassel after it. Got another whistle. Puck comes to the near corner. 2 there. Sends it up to 12. Tigers getting control at the blue line. Shot from Noble off his stick and out of play. Face off to the left of Orlando, his catching glove side, or Noble and Terrio. Shot comes in from Blattner. Looked like Ortolano just got a piece of it, put it wide. Another shot comes in, blocked in front, and we've got an icing against Shattuck. .2:15 remains in the first period. Scoreboard only says 1-1, but I believe it's 2-1. Puck comes back to Terrio. His shot gets blocked right off the face-off. Shattuck comes right out of the play. With it is Two takes it to the corner. Sends it, tries to send it around, but knocked down by the Tigers. Send it back to number 5, which is Strandberg. Terrio trying to get around Strandberg, but taken away. Puck comes to Marples on the near side. He takes a shot, stopped by Orlando from a long, sharp corner or angle. Sent out to Dell. Dell comes in on 4 Tigers. Almost got through, but Tigers are able to take it away. Robinson sends it up to Chavez off of his stick. Robinson after it, sends it back in deep. Orlando touches it up, but Chavez right there for the Tigers. Taken behind the net by Fitzgerald. Sends it up to Skoronik. He sends it up to number 12. Shot comes in, but Stern makes the save. Skoronik sets it up, or sends it back to number 7. That's deflected in front and goes wide. Back to Fitzgerald. He sends it back deep. Tigers send it right down the ice, and we'll have an icing call against the Tigers and a face-off inside their own zone with 45 seconds left. Skoronik to take the draw. Tigers win it, but Skoronik ends up with the puck here right in front. Gets through everybody, takes a shot. Stern with the quick pad save on the left side. Back for it is Two. Two comes down the ice. Sends it across the blue line. McElvery there with Colomb. Puck goes into the corner. Hawkins gets it in front. Shot, and Stern had to stretch with the right pad to make the save on Hawkins as he wheeled around and took the shot. Ronan takes down Baldwin. 2-on-1. Hawkins to Embley. His shot goes wide off the glass, and there's the end of the first period. Hey, Corey, it's 2-1, right? What's that? They say 1-1. I thought we went down 1-0, made it 1-1. Oh, we went up 1-0. Oh, I got it wrong. Oh, I thought they scored before us. So, well, I'm wrong. So 1-1, I changed it back. Maybe having flashbacks from my old goaltending days, too many pucks to the head. Trying to do too much here today. No cameraman to help. Back for the face-off to start the second period. Tigers gain control off the face-off. Orr takes it. Brings it in the Shattuck end, sends it down to the corner. Gets it to Rassel. Rassel gets it taken away from him by number 14. Sends it up out of the ice, goes all the way to McGelvey. McGelvey, his pass ricochets all the way over to the near side to Rassel. Gets it to Burdette. Burdette gets a little bit of space, but then tries to get the shot off and couldn't control the puck enough to make it happen. Shot comes in from Colomb. Blocker saved by Ortolano. Tigers had it for a sec, but here comes Shattuck transitioning through the neutral zone. Take it down deep in the corners, number 21. Dell. Tigers trying to get it out. Kept in by number 14, and the Tigers, Burdette's going to go for his second penalty here of the game. Shattuck wins the draw, gets it back to the point. Sends it back down to Embley at the hash marks. Embley brings it towards the back of the net. Comes back to Ronan. Ronan with the big shot on a wrister. Boy, he's got a heavy one. Stern with the save on the blocker side. Gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins back to Ronan. Ronan with another shot. Hits Blattner in front. Embley with a shot. Rebound sitting there. Cleared by Moore, and Tigers send it all the way down, and it just barely crosses the goal line. Shattuck winning the draw, comes back to the point, but Porter right there. Porter sends that down the ice, and we're going to go back for another icing call against the Tigers. Puck comes out of the zone off the face-off. Sorry, I'm having to do some work here on my phone. Work text messages are coming in, so my apologies. Work in the medical industry, so we don't get a day off. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Back to 2. Sends it to Hawkins. Shot comes in from a bad angle by Dell. Hits the side of the net. Tigers with the puck. Send it up out of the zone, comes to 2. 2, sends it across. Knocked out of play by the Tigers, comes to center ice. 2 with it. Sending it over to Embley. Embley to Skoronik. Comes all the way over, but a nice sliding play by Flutie, blocks the shot on the far side. Baldwin pushing it forward. Penalty to Burdette is about to expire. 5.5 minutes left in the first half of the second. Comes in on Stern, and he's able to grab it. Puck comes back to Ronan. Dumps it in around the boards, but knocked down by Cologne. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Parker with it. He gets taken down. Tigers break out of their own end. Moore with it. Moore centers it to Baldwin. Had to pull it back up from behind him, and unfortunately just only got to his skates. Would have been a nice play. Ronan following up the play. He takes a shot. Stopped by Stern. Comes right back in front, trying to get it out. Shot comes from number 3. Lalonde just sitting there bouncing around. Lalonde and one of the Tiger defensemen were playing patty cake with it, and it was just bouncing around right in front of the net, and Lalonde able to get a stick on it and put it past Stern to make it 2-1. With 4:49 in the first half here left. St. Mary, Shattuck St. Mary with the puck. They send it all the way in. But they won the draw. Comes to Burdette. His shot goes off the stick and wide. Comes up off the boards, and Ortolano right there to cover it up. Tigers holding it at the point as Moore tries to get it to the front, but Shattuck gets it out of the zone. Skoronek battling with Rassel. Puck comes back to Strandberg. Strandberg sends it to 2. And it goes for an icing. They will have a face-off inside the Shattuck end. Tigers with a shot on net. Couldn't put it past Ortolano. Shattuck clears. Blattner. Oh my goodness. Oh, he finally put the arm up. Blattner with a nice play going around the fenceman. He stuck his leg out, and it took the referee a little while to finally put the arm up. Puck sent down the side. Tigers on the power play, 5-on-4. McGalvery gets it to King. His shot gets blocked. Comes back out of the zone. McGalvery picks it up. He skates it all the way down. Rassel comes up the near side. Gets around Ronan. Puts it to the front of the net. Comes right in on Ortolano, and he's down and able to smother the puck as it was sitting there right in his crease. Tigers win the draw. They get it to the point to Blattner. Blattner sends it to Terrio. Terrio with a shot. Again, stopped by Ortolano. Holds on for another face-off to his left side. Blattner tried to hold it in at the blue line, couldn't. Maintained control against the boards. Got in the zone, but Shattuck was able to take the puck right back and send it down the ice. Colomb picked it up for the Tigers. Colomb coming out from behind his own net. Makes one man miss, sends it near sides towards Theriault. Gets to Porter. Theriault picks it up. Nice job by Colomb to lose a man. Takes a shot, and Ortolano right there with the save. 48 seconds remain in the power play for the Tigers. 2:39 left in the period. Puck sent over to McGalvery. Far side to Noble. Noble tried to feed Rassel in front, but couldn't connect. Came over to King. King been battling. Puck just jumps out over the blue line. Over Orr's stick. He sends it back to King. King sends it up to Rassel, or Noble sends it up to Rassel. And Shattuck gets it down ice back deep into the Tiger end. Puck comes up on the boards. Man coming off the bench takes the puck off of Noble's stick, and a shot from tough angle by 21 Dell hits the post. Rassel takes it in deep. And a shot comes up from King, stopped by Ortolano, hop high off the shoulder. Noble with the puck. Noble drops it, but Shattuck right there, 3-on-1. Hawkins has Embley, gives it to number 14, comes to Hawkins. Hawkins sends it to Embley, and Embley couldn't finish the play off as he had the wide open net. So with some nice passing, but Embley couldn't finish off the one-timer. All he had to do was stop the puck, and he would have had a for sure goal, but he tried to one-time it. Back 2-on-0. Nice play by Tigers. Defenseman gets back, or forward, I can't remember which one it was. It was Flutie. As it was a 2-on-0, Flutie comes back and was able to get underneath the stick and hook the puck away from the Shattuck player going in on net all by himself, but Flutie's going to go for 2 for hooking. Shattuck gets it to the point. They're on the power play, 5-on-4. Baldwin, Philic, Blattner. Nice play by Blattner and Baldwin, the 2 roommates, to knock that play out. Shattuck back in their own zone, hits the brakes as Ronan sends it up near side to number 13, Skoronik. Moore with it, sends it up to Blattner. Blattner across the blue line. 30 seconds left in the first half. 2 with the puck. 2 sends it up left side to number 6, Parker. Parker comes around behind the net. Shattuck making the change, sends it back to the point. 2 with a shot, blocked by Porter. Porter chasing after the puck. Couldn't get the angle, and 2 comes right on Porter. Takes him into the boards. Shattuck comes in, tries to get out, but Colomb breaks it up and takes the puck from Hawkins. Couldn't get it clean enough to get an opportunity on net. And we'll start the second half with a penalty kill for the Tigers of 49 seconds. Score is 2-1. And we'll do an ice clean, and we'll be back for the start of the third. Or start of the second half, I should say. Now we're back here for the start of the second half of the game. Ice resurfacing's all done. Teams on the ice, lined up here at center. Tigers on the penalty kill for another 49 seconds. They win the draw. Blattner with the puck. Sent it out of play, so we'll have a face-off to the left side of young Mr. Stern. Puck's dropped. Shattuck wins it, comes back to two. Two sends it down to Skoronek. Send it off to Embley. He tried the one-timer, fanned on it. Comes back to Hawkins. Hawkins to two. Two's got a, not a big guy, but he's got a heck of a shot. Shot by Embley, blocked by Blattner. Puck sent to the far side. Two with a shot. That gets blocked in front by Chavez. He chases Hawkins down, sends it over to two to Dell. Dell down the right side, holds on to the puck, takes it in behind. His pass jumps over the stick of Hawkins. Penalty expires for the Tigers. They're back to full strength. Parker does a little toe drag between the legs here on Cologne, but doesn't fool him. Stays right with it, gets it up to Burdette. Burdette coming across the ice, or coming down the ice, not across it. Gets her by Rowan, gets the puck out front. Cologne steps into it. His shot stopped by Ortolano. Another shot off the pad by Orr. Kept in by Blattner. Blattner gets it to Burdette. Burdette to Rassel. His one-timer just goes wide. Cologne and Embley collide. Embley is down for Shattuck. He is in some pain as Cologne and Embley, I think, caught knees. Not exactly sure of that. Embley's starting to get up. He's on his knees now. Assisted off, favoring his left leg, I think it is. Yeah, his left leg. Going to see the athletic trainer. They're just going to put him in the penalty box to see her a little bit more room there. Not that I spent any time in the penalty box, being a goalie. Though I do have a good story about one. One time I did go sit in the penalty box. Did get kicked out of it though by the referee. Playing in the minors, and referee, or we get a penalty, and our coach started screaming and yelling, standing on the top of the boards, yelling at him. He gives him another two, and then he looks at me and he stuttered and started saying, "Wakeland, get over there." So I went and sat in the penalty box, and the referee didn't like that very much, and said he was going to fine me if I didn't get out in so many ways. Shattuck wins the draw, comes all the way outside the zone. Tigers did get a penalty. So 7, Flutie, I guess it was, that came in. I thought it was Cologne that came in on him. Shot comes in on Stern. And he mixes it.
He's the one that should have called.
Oh, did he put his knee out? So I couldn't see it because I kind of right on the sides of the body. So someone's saying the Shattuck player put his knee out. Shattuck wins the draw, comes back to the point. They send it to Hawkins, but knocked away by Chavez. Back to Ronan. Ronan to two. Two with a one-timer. Stern gets over and makes the nice save. And Tigers trying to clear it. Goes up into the netting. 6:11 left in the second period. 1:22 remains in the power play here for the Shattuck St. Mary. Puck sent out of the zone here by the Tigers. Sent up to Hawkins from Ronan. Hawkins over to Skoronik, but off the boards, and the Tigers end up icing the puck. I'm hating this stupid icing call. I'm not afraid to say my words, but icing on the penalty kill is just an absolute joke. It just slows the game down and ridiculous, as well as the offside. The new plays, the offside can't check up anymore. Just ruins the game. Again, Tigers send it down, and we're going to have another icing call here. Keeps going like this. This power play is going to take forever to finish off in the game as well. Puck comes back to the point. Sorry, checking my phone because I got the boss texting me and partner texting me as we've got all sorts of things happening here on the work front. Puck comes to the slot area. Again, Ronan comes in and pulls down Burdette. Burdette took offense to it. Sorry, I think that was just out of the screen. My apologies. In the juggling act here. Burdette with the puck. Comes down on Ronan, but Ronan plays him nicely. Burdette goes down as Ronan comes in on him. Ronan sends it up to Strandberg. Strandberg takes the shot. Nice save by Stern as he kicks that aside. 8 seconds remains in the power play. Blattner sends it up the boards. Puts it up over to Colomb. Colomb across the blue line. He lets the shot go. Just misses the top shelf. Tigers back to 5-on-5. Hockey here, even strength. Robinson runs into the goaltender. Moore fans on his pass, goes right to Dell, but holy cow, that was way offside. Dell comes in and takes a shot and puts it upstairs, and referees missed that offside as the far guy was in way ahead of the play by a couple of feet. As Dell made a move at the blue line. Makes it 3-1, 4:25 remaining in the second period. Sorry, I'm dealing with stuff here, so trying to juggle here. Tigers come in. Terrio with a shot blocked by number 7, Fitzgerald. Dell with it. Dell tries to center it, but knocked away by Flutie. Terrio picks up the puck in the slot, gets it over to Noble, gives it back to Terrio. Terrio comes in one-on-one, and nice poke check by Strandberg. Shattuck ends up icing the puck, and we'll have a face-off back in the Tiger end. Shattuck puts the puck up around the boards. Big hit by Baldwin on Parker. Robinson with the puck. Robinson turns the puck over. Gets it over to Colomb. Colomb tries to get across the blue line but can't. Parker tries to center it. Knocked down by the Tigers. Parker tries to send it back, but that goes between the two defensemen. Picked up by 2. Got out from out behind his own net was number 5. Shot by Skoronek goes wide. Sawicki with the puck. Squirts all the way back out to the blue line to Ronan. Ronan dumps it in down low. The lawn all over it. Number 3. Ronan back down low to Skoronek. Tigers break out of the zone. Rassel with it. Sends it up off the boards. Might have got that wrong. Might have been Burdette. Embley. Was it, or was it Skoronek? Number 13. Haven't seen. There he is. Embley's back out on the ice just now. Came off the bench, so good to see him back. Shot comes in by the Tigers. Another one comes in. Chavez just puts it right off the pad as the goaltender for Shattuck was down. Nice play by King. Keep the puck in his slot area. Tried to get it over to Tiger teammate, but couldn't. Embley showing some speed off the sore knee. .124 left in the second. My phone's blowing up. Tigers take it into the St. Mary end. They end up icing the puck, and we'll bring it right back down for a face-off with 1:07 left in the second period. Not sure what happened. One of the linesmen's in the penalty box. Face off back inside the Shattuck end. That gave me a little time to answer some of these text messages I'm receiving here for work. Puck comes into the Tiger end. They're able to get it out. Noble with it. Couldn't get it past Sawicki. Everybody tied up. We got a whistle and must have gone out of play off of Tiger's stick. So we'll have a face off from the Tiger end here to the right side of Stern. 50 seconds. Shattuck wins the draw, but got it back to the point, but knocked out by the Tigers. Ronan throws it up. Sent right back out by Flutie. Marples with some moves, sends it up to the right side to Noble. Noble throws it through the middle, but taken away by Shattuck. And they just send it right down the ice for another icing call and face off back in the Shattuck end. "22 seconds. Tigers with the puck. Rassel has it. Backhand right on net, but gets a skate, goes just sliding wide of the net. Shattuck with the puck. Skate out, and Rassel knocks it down with a high stick. And the buzzer sounds to end the second period. Again, my apologies. I'm trying to leave my phone on the laptop because that's where it seems to work the best for the streaming, because I'm using my hotspot since the Wi-Fi here doesn't allow us to do some stuff. Shattuck, those short bench, has a 3-1 lead here after 2 periods. "17 minutes to go for the Tigers, down by 2. They need to really pick up their game. In the last 2 games compared to the first 2, they really seeming to have a tough time with the puck. Passing and receiving. not being patient with it sometimes. Happens when you're tight with the hands, or a little pucker factor. You're just wanting so badly to make things happen, and it's just not going their way. It's an important game for the Tigers in the playoff race. Positioning themselves. May not be there point-wise, but there's other options and situations that can get them into the playoffs. I know they're trying hard. Maybe sometimes just feeling the pressure here, knowing what they need to do, and can't seem to get it done. Blattner right in front of the net takes a shot. McGalvery with a hit on Embley. Parker with the puck, takes it, tries to center it, but he's got two Tigers in front of him. Tigers center around the boards, comes around to two at the net, or at the point. Pass broken up behind by Dell. Dell throws it to the far corner. Lalonde comes in, pinches. Two keeps it in at the blue line for a sec, but not quite good at control, and Burdette takes it. Burdette comes through the middle. Sawicki steps into him. Dell with it. Dell cross ice to the middle. Sends it to Lalonde. His shot stopped by Stern. Marples with it. He gets taken into the boards. King sends it to Flutie. Flutie brings it up to Noble. Noble gets in and around number 7, Fitzgerald. Keep forgetting his last name. Should be one that I should remember. Easy. Lalonde sends it down, and I can hear the coming from the bench. Ice it, ice it, ice it. So, trying to maintain a little bit of rest here, or gain some rest for St. Mary's, since they're such short benched. A little bit of a strategy. Rowan just came back on the ice, and maybe that's why they wanted to ice it as well. I didn't see him leave earlier. Puck sent out off the hand of Marples, 2-on-1. Parker with it in, a nice sliding play by Flutie to break up the 2-on-1 pass. Puck comes to Theriault, off his stick, makes it outside the Tiger zone. Sent back in by Fitzgerald, right on Stern. He stops that. Gets it to Marples. Marples taken out of the play by two Shattuck players. Parker sends it back low. Comes out to Fitzgerald. His shot blocked by Marples. Theriault picks up the loose puck. Theriault on the break all by himself with a nice little move, but couldn't fool Fitzgerald. Tried to wrap it around, but put it off the side of the net. Shattuck gets the red line, dumps it. They're changing quickly. Lots of changes. Tigers get it back up to Chavez on the other side of the red line. He just dumps it in, and puck goes up in the air. Face off to the right of Ortolano. One by Shattuck. Two just sends it down the ice. Knocked down by Blattner as Embley was behind him. Two with it. Makes a move at the blue line. Makes another move. Shot comes in. Had it going right for the top corner, but Stern able to get the blocker on it. Embley with a hit on one of the Tiger players. Blattner gets it to the red line, dumps it in. Ortolano puts it behind his own net for Number 5, trying to look up his name, Strandberg. Couldn't remember that one either. Too much going on in my head here today. My apologies all. Usually I'm way better than this. McGalvery with it, takes it across the blue line, takes a shot, but that goes high and wide and into the netting. May have hit something or someone. Or takes a draw, but comes to Shattuck, or able to steal it back. Takes it in behind the net, takes the sharp angled shot, just hits a leg. Or dancing in behind the net, finds Baldwin. Baldwin a shot right in front, and Ortolano with the save. Baldwin has had lots of opportunities this weekend, but has just gotten snake bitten. Here comes Skronik and beats Stern between the legs to make it 4-1 with 12:42 remaining in the third period. Shattuck with the puck right off the face-off. Tigers, though, get it back, get it King. King over to Burdette, his shot. Interrupted a little bit by Strandberg. Ortolano with the save on Burdette. Comes all the way back. Flutie leading the charge. Comes across blue line, makes one man miss. Sends it to the front, but broken up by 2. Puck shot in from the point by Dell. That goes off a leg into the far corner. Ronan keeps it in at the blue line. Flutie with it. Marples now. Send it up to Noble. Noble gets it over to Rassel. And a little bit behind him. Rassel drops it off to the boards, picks it up himself, and then sends it back. And Tigers were jumping on and had to jump off in case there was too many men. Puck comes across the blue line as Chavez was inside, and we'll have an offside call. It's the Tigers. 11:33, 4-1 lead here for Shattuck St. Mary over the Colorado Springs Tigers. U18 action here, NAPHL. Chavez gets the puck, takes a shot. Nice save by Ortolano. Sorry, missed that. Picked up by Ronan. Taken by Robinson. Gave it to Porter, but he couldn't control the puck and would have had a great opportunity if he could have. Blattner's pass misses everybody. We've got an icing call and back down in Tiger N with 11:08 left in the period. Shot comes in from 2. Pad save by Stern. Skronik with it, sends it around the boards, but right to Colomb, or Philic, goes down the Shattuck end. He knock it back up. Skronik, far side pass to 2. Nice play by Blattner on 2. He's coming in with a lot of speed. Good body. Hawkins sends it in. Picked up by Blattner down low. Gets it to Philic. Orr with it. Gets it taken off his stick. Comes to Sawicki. Blattner sends it to Tario. Tario trying to get a shot off, but Fitzgerald right there. They send it back down low. Trying to get it to the front was Tario. He gets taken down by Ronan. Puck comes out to the front, and Orlando covers it up. Shattuck, a player, tied up with one of the Tigers. And Noble came in from behind as well. Sorry, fixing the tripod again. Come loose. My apologies here for all the extra movement. Something just not right with this. Tripod just keeps coming loose. Two Tigers in the penalty box along with two Shattuck players. Puck sent all the way back into the Tigers zone. Sent around behind the net, up the boards. Comes all the way to Skoronik. Taken by Robinson. Robinson gets the puck taken away from him in the Shattuck zone. Two, sends it towards the front of the net. Five on five is offsetting penalties for the two teams. Tigers almost steal, but Chavez knocked the puck away, but it goes in offside as the Tiger player is still inside the zone. Shattuck with the win off the draw. Get it out to center ice. Tigers right there. Comes to Flutie, trying to send it up. Knocked away by Dell. Dell gets the puck, sends it right back to Flutie, who sends it up to Porter, but Sawicki right there for Shattuck. Dell digs it out, makes a move. Comes across the blue line. Got a man going for the net, takes the shot, and Stern with the save. .841 remaining here in the third period. Skoronik to take the draw against King. King wins that, gets it back to Flutie. Flutie. Puck comes way up in the air. Philic knocks it down with the hand. Shot by Embley on Stern with the save. Marples brings the puck up. Takes the shot. Ortolano right there with the pad save and another whistle and a face-off to Ortolano's left. Tigers put the puck towards the net, but doesn't make it to it. Comes to Blattner. Blattner to Rassel. Rassel dumps it in. Ortolano plays it to the far corner, picked up by two. Sawicki has to hit the brakes as he was getting lined up by Rassel. Shattuck comes across, and Tigers are going to go for a penalty here for hooking. Timeout to Shattuck. .7:55. They're going to go on the power play. Shattuck win the draw, gets it to Ronan. Ronan 2-2, 2 back to Ronan. Ronan sends it far side to Hawkins. Hawkins down deep to Dell. Back to Hawkins, back over to Ronan to 2. 2 tries to go far side, and Chavez knocks it down. And Tigers send it out of the zone. Ronan back for it in his own end. Oh, geez. Porter went down awkwardly, ran right into Ortolano's legs and knocked him down. Luckily, both seem to be all right. I think Porter caught an edge. Moore with the puck, comes across the blue line. Knocks down a man. You gotta be kidding me. This ref is just ridiculous. Guy comes in to hit Moore. He gives him the Peter Forsberg, and he gets the penalty. Tigers down 5-3. 5-on-3 power play for Shattuck. Whoops, sorry about that. Forgot the camera. Tigers send it down. Icing call. Skronik versus Filick. Shot from Ronan from up top. And he puts it in, a bullet shot to the blocker side of Stern. Kills off the first penalty to the Tigers. So they'll go down 5-on-4. Shattuck up 5-1 here. 6:46 left in the second period. Sawicki with the draw, gets it back to Ronan, who sends it up to Parker. Parker. King sends it to Noble, far side. Noble trying to hit King back, misses him with the pass. Dell with it, he's taken out of the play by Noble. Dell picks the puck back up, cycles back around towards the boards. Drops it off low to Parker, Parker to Sawicki. Sawicki to Ronan. Ronan back down low to Parker. Parker sends it back to Sawicki. Sawicki with the half slapper pass to Parker, and Parker takes the feed out of Blattner, and Parker's going to go for 2 for Tripp. Tigers, 57 seconds remaining in their penalty. Shattuck goes to the bench, penalty box. It's going to be 4-on-4 here for just under a minute. Fitzgerald with the puck, he feeds it up to Hawkins. Hawkins across the blue line, and we got an offside call. Hawkins with the draw, comes back to 2. 2 spins away from Robinson, comes all the way back to Colomb. Colomb goes up the pass, misses everybody, goes into the zone. Shattuck breaks out. Hawkins with it. Hawkins drops it to Embley. Embley knocked down by Robinson. Robinson pushes it ahead, but 2 comes over to take the puck away. Gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins comes through the middle. Nice poke check by Flutie. But Embley takes the puck back in the neutral zone. 5 seconds left in the penalty for the Tigers, and they'll go into 5-on-4 for just over a minute. Flutie with another nice move, but saved by Ortolano. And Rassel trying to get the rebound, but Fitzgerald right there to take it away. Shot right in on Stern by Embley from just on the other side of center ice, trying to get a change. Very conservative game by Shattuck. Smartly played since they're down to just 12 players. Noble brings it in the right side. Noble sends it behind the net to Orr. Orr trying to control it, couldn't. Puck comes outside the and into neutral ice. Tigers break in across the blue line, shot by Noble from pass by Orr, and Ortolano comes sliding across to make the save. 4:10 remaining, 15 seconds in the power play. Tigers, Baldwin hits the puck, tries to center it, makes it out, but no Tiger there. King with a shot, that just goes off the arm of Ortolano. Baldwin gets it to Blattner. He's got Skronik all over, and we're back to even strength for both teams. 5-on-5. Robinson puts it in front, goes into the corner. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin sends it back in deep. Hits the referee. He goes down. Puck comes out to neutral ice, taken by McGalvery. McGalvery sends it up, but Sawicki ever able to take that. Sawicki puts it right in on Stern. Stern knocks that down. Tigers break out. Chavez puts the puck one way, goes the other, but two picked him off. McGalvery with the puck, dumps that right back in. Ortolano stops that. But nice job for Porter to work hard to gain control of the puck in behind. Tried to get it to the front, but couldn't get it all the way. 2:44 remaining, and we've got an icing call against Shattuck. Draw, won by Shattuck. Bring it up the near side. Get it to Dell. Dell comes across off the arm of Stern. McGalvery sends it over to Rassel. Rassel dumps it in, hits the linesman. Referees are taking a beating out here. Oh, wide open net, and King takes the slap shot and hits a man right in front. 2:10 remaining in the third. 5-1 lead for Shattuck. They have a face-off here at center. Face-off won by King. Get it up to Rassel. Rassel gets it to Terrio. Terrio coming in. Can't get a clean handle on the puck, and Ortolano makes the save. My apologies back and forth on this camera, but this tripod is not working very well. Either it's loose or it's too tight when you tighten it up. King on the draw. Puck goes to the corner. Comes near side. Comes up this side of the boards. Parker with it. Hawkins tried to get it, but taken away by Flutie. Flutie just dumps it in on Ortolano, and he just covers it up. Face-off won by Shattuck. They break it up the right side. Skronik with it. Skronik sends it up around behind the net. McGalvery puts it up around the boards. Comes to two at the point. Two's shot. That hits Robinson in front. Picked up by Dell in the corner. Tried to get it to Skronik. Went right through his legs. Robinson comes right back down. Shot taken, rebound, but no Tiger player able to get the rebound as two are coming to the net. We're going to have an icing call here against Shattuck here with 54 seconds left. Young men seeing a lot of ice time with just 2 lines. Shattuck gains control off the face-off, and we'll have another icing call with 50 seconds remaining in the game. Shattuck comes away with it off the draw. Blattner steps into Parker. Shattuck gets it, sends it in, but hits McGalvery. McGalvery trying to get it out, hits his own man, picks it up and sends it far side to Orr. Off of his stick. Strandberg right there. Sawicki knocks it up out of the zone. That goes into the player bench of Shattuck. We'll have a face-off right in front of their bench. Tigers win the draw. Send it over to Marple's near side. He dumps it in. Shattuck just sends it right back up the boards. Comes out, hits the linesman, so won't make it down the ice for another icing call. Blattner with it. Blattner goes far side to Porter. Porter sends it through the middle, but nice job by Dell to poke check that puck away. Strandberg takes it to the boards as the time expires here on the Tigers in the third period and the Colorado Springs NAPHL Satellite Showcase. Or not, I guess, a showcase, but just a little satellite contest, tournament, whatever you want to call it. And the Tigers go 2-2. Not sure what Shattuck was. And we'll be signing off. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Sorry for the weak camera play here today and not quite on top of it with everything going on. Phone blowing up here for work. So I was expecting a quiet day, but that never happens in my world. So all take care, and thanks for being here, and hope you enjoyed the weekend.